The Gluhareff MEG-1X, MEG-2X, and MEG-3X mark one of the most unusual attempts to build practical, ultralight personal helicopters. Their story begins with Eugene Michael Gluhareff, a Russian-born aeronautical engineer whose family emigrated to the United States in the early 1920s. Educated at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, he joined Sikorsky Aircraft in 1940, where he worked directly under Igor Sikorsky and developed early tip-jet and pulse-jet propulsion concepts. By 1947, his experimental engines had earned the nickname Gluhareff engines. Seeking more freedom to experiment, Gluhareff moved to American Helicopter in 1950, contributing to projects such as the XH-26 jet jeep. Soon after, he founded Eugene Gluhareff Helicopters Corporation in California and began designing extremely simple strap-on helicopters driven by pressure jet engines located at the rotor tips. The MEG-1X became the first of the series. Built in 1955, it used a single 20-foot rotor blade balanced by a counterweight and powered by two G82 pressure jet engines. These engines burned pressurized gaseous fuel such as propane, inducing airflow through acoustic resonance rather than using moving parts. The design eliminated the need for a transmission, tail rotor, or pre-rotator. The pilot wore the machine like a backpack, relying on the rotor for lift while standing in a simple support frame. Early tethered flights took place in 1956, and by 1959, Gluhareff demonstrated stable hovering. The machine could operate out of ground effect and remain airborne for extended periods, but the 128 decibels noise levels were extreme, and military enthusiasm cooled. The MEG-2X followed in 1960. It retained pressure jet propulsion, but replaced the single blade with a two-bladed rotor to improve stability and control. Weight remained low, maintenance minimal, and the torque-free advantages of tip-jet drive persisted. Performance improved, yet the same obstacles remained: fuel consumption at static hover, intense noise, and growing competition from compact turbine helicopters. The MEG-3X took a different direction. Instead of a backpack configuration, Gluhareff created a circular flying platform in which the pilot stood upright while a two-bladed tip-jet rotor spun beneath the platform. The concept aimed at reconnaissance and close support roles, but again, none of the prototypes progressed beyond testing. By the early 1960s, funding faded, and Gluhareff moved into other aerospace work, including contributions to the Saturn V program. He never abandoned pressure jet technology, however. In the 1980s, he completed the EMG-300 helicopter, proving that his engines could be refined and controlled more effectively. His daughter later helped preserve the company's archives and revived small-scale production of educational kits and G8 series engines. Today, the MEG prototypes survive mostly in photographs, patents, and test reports, but their influence persists. They demonstrated that a tip-jet helicopter could be mechanically simple, torque-free, and self-starting. They also exposed the barriers: noise, efficiency at hover, and limited mission value. In many ways, the MEG series anticipated later interest in personal vertical takeoff and landing and experimental electric vertical takeoff and landing craft. The machines never reached production, yet they remain a remarkable example of mid-century engineering ambition applied to the dream of individual flight.